So we are coming to the next segment. Do you remember on the other day we were talking about that how big the Saturn is and how small the moon is? So I'm talking about if someone is having Saturn moon combination because a lot of our viewers have that combination. I have so many my own family members they have this combination. So how you see Saturn moon combination? So the planet of restriction, discipline, seva coming with the planet of mental stability.
Excellent question. People need to understand that if you really want to understand Saturn and Moon,
Ji.
understand that this is Saturn and speck of a hair is Moon.
Speck of a hair.
Maybe smaller than that.
Wow.
So you have a very big planet overshadowing a very minuscule planet.
Ji.
So this is the problem with Saturn Moon, that whenever Saturn Moon are together, Saturn takes over Moon. There is no Moon left. All power of Moon is distributed, or Moon is emitting more of Saturn than itself. So there is a stark difference between Saturn aspecting Moon and Saturn with Moon. If it is degree wise closer to it, then it is not such a good thing to have, because you will have to fight melancholy, you will have to fight depression, you will have to fight emotional instability all throughout your life. The more closer degree wise Saturn comes towards Moon. But if it is, let's say, 10 degrees, 12 degrees, 15 degrees apart,
not then, a heck of a deal.
Yeah, it's say millions of miles away from it, then you are saved. But if you have a close conjunction of Saturn Moon, it's not a very good combination to have. You need to work a lot on your mind. You need to work a lot on your power, that you don't get into or slip into depression easily and regularly.
So we are, again, as per the books, they say it's a wish yoga. And again, people get scared.
No, it is something that it can be worked upon. You see, Moon has got very many aspects to it. The flow of blood is Moon. Flow of emotion is Moon. Your thoughts is Moon. Your uncontrolled mind is Moon. All right. Your let's say material flowing in the bones, or directly, indirectly, a bit of bone marrow is also somewhat Moon. More it is Mars, but still, because so Moon controls a lot of things. The moment your emotions are depressed, your body starts going down. You start becoming weak, fragile, sick. First you get mentally sick, then you get emotionally sick, then you get physically sick. That is why it has been called a wish yoga, if one is not able to control that overpowering negative aspect of Saturn. But on the flip side, what if you change that negativity to discipline? What if you feel that, okay, my Saturn Moon are together, I need to be more disciplined. I need to be emotionally more stable. So you're pushing or restricting the effect of Saturn on your mood. No remedy can cure this. No remedy can correct this. Only your own
living habits,
or living habits can push it. That, let's say, depression is sinking into me. I know I'm feeling low. So the moment I feel low, I just get up and walk out of the house, maybe go for a small jog, maybe meet a friend, go watch a movie, change my energy, afflicting my mind. I move my energy to a different direction. And the best thing I suggest people is to go for a really long walk in the morning. If you have a Saturn Moon combination, try this. Go for long walks early in the morning. Long walks. Jog, cycling, running, walking. And try to repeat that in the evening also. This Saturn Moon will start to separate in some time. In the sense that moon would be more inclined towards Mars-oriented energies than Saturn-oriented. And you'll start feeling better, that I am getting less depressed. My health is getting better. Because the system followed is, the sickness comes to your brain first, then your emotions, and then to your body. So Saturn Moon, that is probably the reason why people call it a wish yoga. I don't consider it like this because I have seen some of the very deep thinkers, great philosophers, very good writers, very, uh, very trained, very intellectual politicians. I have seen doctors with a combination like this. People who need lot of concentration for the surgery. Some very minute surgeries. Saturn Moon has a very strong combination in that, where you can apply your mind
Focused.
very deeply focused, very deeply focused. And if you are not deeply focused, then this Saturn combination tends to ruin the moon. So bone issues start to crop up at a later age.
And you were speaking of arthritis on the other day.
Yeah, arthritis is one thing, like I said, bone issues at the later part of life, water imbalance in the body causing arthritis, chipping and weakening of the bones, dripping away or depleting calcium suddenly, all of a sudden. All these things start to happen when you have a very strong Saturn
And
with moon closely and you are not taking care of the moon. That means you are emotionally on the negative side. So you start getting arthritis and you come to know that, okay, pain has started to set in. I am
so these are the again omens.
they are the initial symptoms you can find out that if I have a Saturn moon and I speak less, I am more detached, I am I don't go out often, I try to keep to myself and I don't like to meet people a lot, then you are in problem, dear. Then anybody who's got a Saturn moon, please go out, have fun, enjoy life, and you'll be healthy.
So what about the weird duty? Saturn comes with a duty. So what duty specifically in this combination we have to take care of?
You see, moon represents mother, first of all.
Ji.
Moon represents emotions.
Ji.
Moon represents elder ladies in the family.
Ji.
Saturn represents old people. So if you just simply combine everything, then Saturn moon, you need to take care of your mother's health, be emotionally very strong and dedicated towards your mother, very dedicated towards your mother, because it is seen and said by the Shastras whenever you have a Saturn aspecting moon or you have a Saturn moon combination, if the mother is troubled and she says something worse for you, that will happen for you. But if she's happy with the Saturn moon combination and blesses you, that will happen for you.
So both ways.
Both ways, it goes both ways. Health is one aspect that you need to take care of. Mother is one aspect you need to take care of. Then Saturn represents bones and moon represents water. So if you have a negative moon and a negative Saturn combination, water generally enters the bones. It is literally speaking, it does not happen like this, but the meaning is the bones start to get brittle, you having bone issues, maybe back issues, neck issues, joint pains, knees go for a toss at a young age, ankles probably may, your feet may become crooked, your legs may become crooked over the period. You may fall into depression. I mean, any amount of doctors will not be able to cure you if you have a Saturn moon combination and you're making your moon negative. Take care of your mother. Respect her. Be dutiful towards elders in the family. Moon at certain times represents your money also. Take out some part of your money for poor people. Do something for them. Saturn represents old and weak people. Do go to the old age home. Do something for the old ladies or
Any
the
kind
old
of
people.
favor towards them.
Towards them, anything that you can do, either by your bhava or by your physical activity or by your financial aspect, however you can. But the basic bottom line is keep your mind healthy. Don't let negative impact come on your moon or your mind.
Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. So thank you, Vijay, for this, and we will move on to the another segment.